College has shaped me into the man I am right now. I was not like this when I graduated.
Big time.
For sure.
The people that you meet is crazy.
I didn't know what a 3.5 was
until
I got to college. What up, it's your boy Larry Love, and welcome back to one other edition of the Last Word Podcast. I'm sorry, I kind of had a fucking aneurysm there.
It's straight.
Wow.
We have one every day.
we going straight controversial, nigga. I don't give a fuck. We got
The most fearless podcast.
Yes, sir.
another motherfucker that cuts me off. You go ahead and do this shit. I'm sick of this podcast.
All right, man. So, it's your boy Chief Deef in the building, joined with this boy Larry Love over here. Who do we have over here?
You got your boy Cartier J.
New nickname alert.
It's your boy Curly J, man.
And we got a special guest, man. You know what I'm saying? The Curly legend himself. What's your name, brother?
Palmer Williams.
Yes, sir. Palmer Williams.
We've been trying to get this nigga on for how long?
Ever.
God, I'm supposed to be the first guest.
I'm supposed to be.
I be busy, yo.
Man, Palm be getting
Busy.
flown out to do OnlyFans shit. That's what's up, man. We'll trick it off. So shit, man, we ain't gonna bullshit you. We gonna hop right into it, man. Why you fuck fat girls?
And the thing is, I was so about to be like, appreciate y'all for letting me come on the show. That whole spill. They just gonna air my business out. I'm kidding.
You know,
Well,
you gotta
actually,
look
I'm not kidding. Body positivity. Anyways.
But nah, man. Where you from, bro?
I would say Atlanta, but niggas that are from Atlanta like to call a nigga out. I'm from Cobb County.
So you not Atlanta. And speaking of not Atlanta too, we forgot to give a special thanks to everybody.
For
The video hit over at K-View. So big shouts out to all of y'all who watched the video, who supported, who liked, who commented,
I'm
who
a Reddit
shared.
on the podcast. I want to hear your side of this bullshit.
Not for real, but okay. So you're not from Atlanta, and what else?
You ain't gotta say that. I'm in the
Come
area.
on,
So
black
35
boy.
minutes.
Nah, you from Bob Bounty, my boy. That is
You
not
can pull
Atlanta.
over in Cobb County, nigga. You gonna die.
Yeah, no.
Sir, get out the car.
He's silent because he's going to say motherfucker.
Nigga, I'm not solid, but that's not where I'm from. That was some 10th grade
Yeah,
shit.
that was some
That was just so long ago.
That was 3 years of your life, nigga.
I only went there for like half a semester. I transferred there.
One of these niggas math off anyway.
But
Hillgrove High School, for sure.
what else you do? I mean, what do you do though, my boy?
So I am a director. I do cinematography and photography. But I do a lot of writing and other things like that.
What you write?
Really, I like writing concepts, but I'm trying to write movies, so I'll be writing scripts. I'm writing a TV show right now, and I wrote a movie last year with these boys at Morehouse. So, that's what I be doing.
Man.
So like, how did you get started into like all this film stuff?
Well, if you want to go back, when I was in 5th grade, I took this like all iPad class. So like, the thing that was a part of the curriculum was editing. So I learned how to edit in 5th grade, and then my dad, he's an actor and he's in the industry, so he just had cameras and shit laying around the house because he was always doing skits, and I would be on set, and I remember watching this nigga record House of Pain, like, when they were doing like the recording in front of a live studio audience when that was still a thing. Like I was like 8, watching him do that, meeting all the cast and all that. So that like gave me like the inspiration to want to go out and do it more. So I'm practicing doing that shit in the backyard, practicing videos and music videos and stuff, and then high school, 9th, 10th, 11th grade, started getting better at it, taking pictures and videos, but I didn't really start taking it, like, as an art form, like, and serious until I got to, like, college. Like, once I graduated high school and, like, the pandemic, when I was, like, in between all that shit, that's when I was like, yeah, this is what I really want to do, but I want to do it right, I want to make movies. I don't want to just, like, be a videographer, like, and when I say videographer, like, I love freelance and I love doing stuff for like my friends and like, but when people start to like, there's like I don't like working with people sometimes that are like assholes, I want to be able to pick who I work with.
I got you.
So,
And I think that's another thing too. You go to Georgia State like all of us as well. What's your major, by the way?
I'm a film major.
Film, and that's another good thing about state. I feel like just Atlanta in
Atlanta
general is really like good when it comes to
got a lot of
connections,
creatives,
meeting different creators and stuff like that.
You know how many movies shot in Atlanta?
Oh, yeah.
Music videos.
What did they say? Atlanta is like the movie like city, right?
It's
It's
like
shit like
the
this.
Southern Hollywood.
It's a growing black Hollywood.
Don't say this. I feel like Atlanta is something different from Hollywood or Broadway. It's just
Yeah,
something
but
totally different. Atlanta is Atlanta.
For sure.
That's basically what it is.
Atlanta's GTA on set. It's a whole. Like, Atlanta got a lot of shit going on,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay,
You
bro.
dodge a pothole, 50 points.
No, for real.
So, okay. I know you kind of on like a personal level. I know one of your favorite artists is like, Kanye West or whatever. Yeezus. The guy that can't get his bitch back.
You know she officially divorced today.
Yeah, they
or
got
something
divorced.
like
Yeah,
that.
they got divorced.
Yeah, didn't they say like
They
she's
ain't been
single or something
officially
today?
getting divorced for the past 3 years. I don't
No,
know.
it's official.
No, like she
They got
real
new
single.
papers now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they went to court.
Well, I mean, he got Kim K's understudy by his hip, so he should be fine. But back to Sneezes.
What's her name?
Shay Jones, some shit like that.
He got a new one?
Yeah, he got a new one.
Nigga done dated 5 different women that look exactly like him.
These girls don't
But if
take
you a
her
billionaire-
seriously. They can't.
If I'm a billionaire, I'm sorry. I gotta.
Where the queens at?
That's what I'm saying.
What's going on,
You need
brother?
a black
They don't
man's
want to
life.
touch Kanye. They don't want that dude. He's crazy. But back to what I was saying now. Is Kanye like? Is he like a role model or some inspiration to you?
I'm not gonna say he isn't. It's not really where it stemmed from. I mean, he is definitely an inspiration. Like, I've done certain videos and I can see how like he subconsciously has influenced me. But he's not the main person I pull from, but I definitely get some inspiration from him for sure, especially like fashion wise.
Yeah.
Who would you say? Who would you say your main person that has inspired you?
When it comes to like surrealism and expression, like in my films, I would say Quentin and Spike. But when it comes to like storytelling, I would definitely say Kendrick. Kendrick's my number one inspiration for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta
That's
love
different.
Kendrick, man. And I feel for him too, because he's not better than J. Cole, and for him to live with that, that's so
We'll
crazy.
say that for the next video.
But I got a question, like, so like out of all of your films and all of your projects, which one would you say is like your favorite one, or like the one that maybe like helped you blow up or like put you on the map or something like that?
Definitely Larceny. The video I did for a designer called Flo, his name's Flo, Made in Tomorrow. He designed this bag, and my friend Bryce, not Jeans by Bryce, but this other creative designer, her name is Bryce Jordan, amazing person.
BJ?
Yeah.
No, I don't know that name.
Yeah, fuck.
Not BJ.
But
He was like, yeah.
I was like, yeah, that person. I was agreeing with her.
That nigga right
Threw
there.
me a curveball for real. But nah, this was like when I graduated high school, and I ain't know nobody in Georgia State. I ain't know not shit. She's just like, yeah, this is a designer you need to fuck with. And I was like, yeah, this shit is hard. Like when I saw it, I was like, I came up with a concept right off the bat. And so it was my first video in Atlanta, besides the Jeans by Bryce commercial, but this one was like a collective. So I go out to set, and I mean, when I pull up, we made a catwalk and all that other stuff. Like we built it up from scratch and shit. And so like we had like 20 models, and like that was like it. That was when I like got tapped in with all these. Like that was like the domino that started the domino that trickled into that whole fashion industry in Atlanta. I was able to shoot that shit on an Ari, which is like a movie camera, because I like had shot a full length feature that was supposed to get picked up by Netflix. We still waiting for them niggas. They caught up in some legal shit, but that's another conversation. Yeah. But
Netflix, get your shit together.
Oh, y'all niggas is getting
That man body's on your ass.
But I was able to shoot something on a movie camera, and I think it's like a timeless video. So that's like
It's
probably
one of them big, heavy ass shit.
nigga. It was like this fucking
That
big.
2003.
It
boy, that
weighed
Mr.
like.
Marcus,
No,
nigga.
they shot the Godfather
Where you
on that.
carry it on in your like back type
Oh
shit?
no,
Like
you had to have 2 people to man it. Like you had to
Oh,
put it on a
shit.
tripod.
Ron Jeremy type camera.
Oh, that shit.
Damn, nigga, that labor.
So Palmer.
This nigga so lazy.
I know he's so lazy.
That labor.
Nah, but like hearing it seemed like you grew up with a lot of influences, like regarding like film and stuff like that. Like you were speaking about your dad earlier. Do you think that growing up with those influences really is what kind of shaped you into today? Because I hear like a lot of people like who are musicians, they grow up with a lot of music. Their parents were singers and stuff like that. Do you think like your dad being an actor, you being around cameras and movies and all that type of stuff, as a young kid, really shaped you today as who you are?
It really started me on the path.
Yeah.
Shaped me in a way, yes. I got a lot of experience and knowledge early on, but it really made me realize like what my story is, and when I say that, like a lot of people like play off of the got it out the mud type of like aesthetic,
And I hate that.
And it's like that's their environment, you know what I'm saying?
You can't hate on it, bro. It's where they from.
Okay, no, the only reason why I say I hate that, no, but I'm sorry. The only reason why I say I hate that is because you can also like not have
something.
have something and
That's what
still
I'm
make
about
it
to-
even more of something.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
man.
you can have like the got out the mud, or I'm coming from a lot and shit like that. But basically, like the story I'm trying to play off of is like I'm like a suburban kid, but like we have certain stories that we have to tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, but the way I do it is like I feel like you can think above just like the realism. Like I was saying surreal earlier. So it's like basically your environment, but like in a more majestical way, like fantasy. Like why can't black people do fantasy? Why can't we do shit that's like larger than life? Like why does it have to be like realism all the goddamn time? Like I want shit to be like, oh, that's what I want to do. Like that's crazy. Like I want to build worlds and characters and all that other stuff.
So when you say so I'm sorry to cut you off. So when you say, because that's actually a good point though. I think we were talking about that the other day. When you say realism, you mean like all these shows talking about drugs and
In the black,
being
honestly, bro, the way how like the whole black film industry and just black TV has all been shaped off of black struggles. It's never really based
exactly-
off
it's-
of
it's-
like the fantasies and stuff like that he's talking about, like building up from different.
Like for an example, like Solange. Y'all know about Solange, right?
yeah,
Well,
Beyonce,
like
sister.
Beyonce's sister Solange.
Her most recent album is a genre, and I'm not even talking about the music. I'm talking about her music videos, called Afrofuturism, right? So it's like in her music video, she has like it's a combination of like Houston culture and like black people, but like in the future, in like an aesthetic way. Like like I study her, like she's so damn dope. But it's like shit like that is like what I would want to dive into, because it's just like, oh, black people can be more than their environment. Type shit. So
But do you think that's our fault for feeding into that?
I don't think it's our fault. I think it's what we're like. A lot of us have been surrounded. It's the consumer. It's the dollar. I feel like that's what like. Oh, we've seen it so much. We're gonna keep feeding into it. You know what I'm saying? You know.
I would say for black people, it's the most common thing that we portray, as in like we're trying to portray our like, cause you know we are the minorities, right? So we're portraying our struggle, yes. But at the same time, though, there's also there's other aspects like he's trying to do on the fantasy thing. So I like the fact that you're trying to broaden out, because you see a lot of shows like BMF, Power, and all I'm saying like it's pretty much black people coming from the hood. It's the same shit that's recycled.
And you want to know what though? I think, and that's why I'm happy for like future film creators and stuff like that. Like as you who's trying to do different stories for black people, because I would even say that's what we do. I feel like that is what we're presented to do. It's like there's not many options of roles out here for fantasy black films for black actors to get. You got people getting films for every black struggles, like you just said, BMF, Power, 12 Years a Slave. I think we were talking about earlier
And
this
they
year.
gonna keep
Like,
funding it.
They're gonna keep funding it.
It's
And
the
it-
most money making one.
Yes, it's like a
money
lot of these people get Oscars and stuff like that off of our films and TV shows that are about our struggles and not based off of like realism. Like I hate to say it, but a reason why a lot of people love the Cosby Show was because the Cosby Show was showing two families that like suburban black family that both parents were
Blackish.
great. I think he was a doctor, she was a lawyer. Like they were both very well individuals, and they just showed that family as a regular family and not a family that is in Project 8 and can't afford to feed their kids or whatever.
Yeah.
And it sucks that that's all that they can be able to portray black people
Yeah.
as in the industry. And
Fact.
that needs to be changed.
I always ask though, why couldn't black people have a movie like Grown Ups?
Yes.
There wasn't no violence. It was just like four best buds hanging out,
Yeah.
getting old, and their kids getting old. But I asked
Yeah,
myself
right
that
along.
question. Yeah. Well, right along.
Right on, still got violence though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, Kevin Hart got shot in the leg.
Bro, that shit was hilarious. But one thing I want to ask you about was, so I know you like you say you have to collab with a lot of people, and you have to talk to a lot of models as well. So like, how did you get so good at networking? You know what I mean? Because it's like, yes, you're in Georgia State, you're in Atlanta. Like, there's all these people here, but how did you find the most effective way to, you know what I'm saying, reach out and actually get yourself out of there?
110% dedicate that to Bryce Jordan, and I hope she's listening, because I didn't know nothing about nobody, and she just like I was doing video in church, and this was like they hired me right after I shot for Kanye when he came for the Sunday service choir. They were just like, yeah, we need him more, so I was like consistently getting paid to work for the church, and their creative director, me and her, we tapped in, and she's like a dope creative, and I was like, okay, like I see all this stuff you're doing. Like, you got to put me on. I'm going to college soon. Teach me. And she just sent me a list of people I need to follow. And she broke down the Instagram game. She's just like, stop trying to follow niggas like Tyler and all those other people. Like, follow who they follow and tap in with them when you get to Atlanta. And it's just like the chain of people that are here in the city is crazy.
It really is.
It's a domino effect. Like, those couple of people I met that she put me on to led to so many other connections.
That's why I say networking just start with one person.
It
bro.
does.
Once you meet one person,
Because that person knows somebody.
that person knows somebody, and then they know somebody, and then it's just like you said, domino effect.
And you
Shit
can't,
just
like
never
how you
stop.
said, you can't go for the big fish off rip like Tyler the Creator. You go to the people that he's following. You know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere, then you work yourself up, so that you get to,
Build
you know what I'm saying,
those people,
bigger people as well. That's what's up, man.
That's great advice too. That's
No
really
doubt.
good advice to listen to people.
So okay, I'm gonna shift the conversation a little bit. I have had to deal with this question myself on a personal level. I'm gonna ask you: you going to college for yourself? Is it something you want to do, or is it for your parents? And like because I know black parents often, a lot of black parents didn't go to college. A lot of parents didn't go to college, and that's fine. You can make a great life for yourself without going to college.
For sure.
But a lot of parents say, I want my child to go to college because of X, Y, and Z. They don't even know. They don't care what you do in life. If you flip burgers at McDonald's, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But they're just like, they just want you to go to college. So are you in college for yourself or your parents?
It's a dash of both, because it's just like, I want to go to grad school because I want to do this shit right, you know? I want to be like Spike and all like the auteurs, which are like directors that have like a style that niggas remember. So it's just like Wes Anderson and all them. Like they all went to film school. The only person that did that who didn't was Quentin Tarantino. But everybody, but everybody else, like they, like I
You're
wanna,
talking like he know Quentin, bro.
I just watched Django. I know
He
that.
don't know you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Blackie?
But I want to go to NYU. I want to go to NYU grad school, and so
That's what's
yeah.
up.
But it's just like there's a part of me that's just like, if I just dropped down and dedicated 8 months of my life of just writing and shooting shit, I would take off way faster. But it's just like, I feel like there's a season for everything, and I feel like I need to be patient. But it's like, damn, bro, like what if, you know?
Yeah.
But it's also like it's a safety net. But it's like when you have crutches, then it takes you longer to get to where you want to be, you know? College is a safety net. Like, it's just like, you don't got to worry about bills. You just got to go to class. But it's like, me and my friend Arize were talking about artists in college the other day, and it's just like, that is a fucking struggle, bro. Because like, school is easy. It's the shit out. That's a lie.
Whoa.
That's a lie.
I was about to say,
Back that shit
bro,
up.
I had to switch majors because school was so hard.
High school is
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, high school is easy.
me.
College is hard because you're paying. It's your money on the line.
College
You
is hard
fucked up.
too because you're trying to balance a lot. Wow.
Yeah.
College
That's
is
what I'm
hard.
saying.
If I had
It's
to
the
only
life
just
outside of
worry
it.
about college and college itself and just do whatever the fuck I want in the free,
Yeah,
I'll
college
be.
paid all your bills.
Because
Yeah,
you got
I
to
gotta
think
worry about bills. I gotta worry.
You got to think about college as in, like you said, bills. There's other people that are working on what they really want to do in life besides the actual, because let's be honest here. Not everybody in college is doing the major that they want to do. They doing it as a safety net.
Or how about even up that? Just like Palmer, he's in there for film because he wants to do film, but they also want to chase their dreams while in
Exactly.
college.
Yeah.
So that's also that too.
And I feel that in a certain way, because you know what I'm saying, like this podcast and like this other stuff that I want to do, but at the same time, it's like, yo, school takes up a lot of time, bro. Like school, and then you know what I'm saying, you gotta work,
a lot.
and then you're trying to be creative. You're trying to find out different ways of, how did this pop off, or how can I get this better?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody thinks that from the outside looking in, it's not as hard as you think. But trust me, when I tell you, videography, any type of creation stuff, that thing is way harder than you think it is.
I wonder who
So
invented college. I gotta whoop his ass.
Yeah,
No,
His
for
or
real.
her ass.
he's definitely
And that safety
getting
net-
over on us.
I understand that safety net too, bro,
Yeah.
because life is scary. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot of balls to really drop out of college and chase what you want to do in life. And
Man, what?
like, I know I don't have the balls for it right now, but I commend anyone that does.
It's not even that I don't have the balls. It's just like, I really want to be the best at my craft. Like, I want to learn from the best, you know? So it's just like, but it's like sometimes you don't got to learn from nobody. You know what I'm saying? You learn from yourself with experience and stuff. But like, I want to do it right, you know? So, but I still think that undergrad is BS. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, man.
So if it's BS, do you believe in college being a scam?
So, I don't think college is a scam. I think undergrad is a scam.
It really is.
It is a
'cause, bro, we taking the same classes, right?
Oh my! As
We took in high school.
Yeah.
literally a couple months before we got to college, we taking the same statistics, chemistry or some shit.
The undergraduates pay for the grad students, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally what it is.
And it's not all the classes are relevant to your major. So it's like you're paying more money to repeat classes just for that shit not to occur for the workplace that you aiming for, my boy.
And let's
you wasting
be real.
your... What's up?
Professors don't even care, really. Professors do not care, y'all. They do not teach. They do not teach. Like, I feel like I'm paying you to just stress me the fuck
But you know
out.
what? You know what professors do? When they first get in the industry, they create a PowerPoint. And they use that PowerPoint for 20 fucking years, bro.
All the rest of
they
their
don't
career.
change that
No
bitch.
lesson plans.
You look at the bottom, that shit say summer of 2002. I'd be like, nigga, so you been saying the same shit since 2002.
Hey, bro, you know they be using the PowerPoint when they just be clicking the shit. Hold on, that's not slide 30. Keep it a couple times. Okay, now on page 40. Bitch, you didn't even look at it.
And it's like, also in high school, the teachers really did care about you. In college, it's really...
I don't know about that either.
No,
It was
they
more
would
than
care about you, but they would be on like, they're not gonna be like this when it gets to college. We trying to prep you up right
That's
now.
true.
They would always
say
But they would at least help in a way, bro. A lot of these colleges, like a lot of these college professors, say you have Chem 2. You struggling in it, bro. You can fight. Like sometimes in some of these classes, if you can't even understand the professor, you're teaching yourself.
Yeah.
Like you said. So like in high school, like you would actually be able to sit down with your professor and talk
Like the
to them
after
more.
school hours and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the web, some of the web hours too. Remember our freshman year, we had online. That shit did not help me at all. I'm a person that I need to sit down with you and talk. And even some of these sit downs, it don't even help because I don't even understand the professor. If I don't understand you, how am I supposed to learn?
And you know, it's another thing too that I feel like I've realized. I feel like when you're younger, you're baby more when you're older. But I feel like when I'm older, I wish I was more babied when I'm older than I am younger. Like I wish you would
freedom.
just,
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're a kid, you want like to live that freedom that you didn't have when you were young. But it's like no one wants to grow up that fast.
Bro, you could go in the classroom. The whole class could walk out. Won't nobody be in the class. The professor's still gonna talk.
Yeah.
She literally, she's just there for her check.
I ain't gonna cap. I'm one of them students. I'm gonna walk out.
Like, you can walk out. Teacher
walk
won't
out.
flinch. Won't look at you. Keep it pushing.
But I actually do like that though. I ain't gonna lie. Like I only have one in-person class, and I just sleep in that class every day. I ain't even go. I slept today,
And he be snoring too, y'all.
bro.
Hell no.
I know. He be embarrassing me in class. I'm like, I should not be sitting next to him.
Yeah, why you sitting next to this nigga?
I know he's snoring in class.
I don't even know this.
It's like right now, honestly, if I'm saying that I'm learning anything this semester, I'm really not. Everything is online or everything is like in person, and the in-person classes are slight.
So we all complaining real quick. So I was going to just ask Palmer this question, but I'm going to bring it out to everybody.
What is it?
If you could go back in time knowing the knowledge that you do now about college, would you have went to college? Starting with Larry.
Yes. Would I probably be at an HBCU? Yes.
Yeah.
But I would have went to college. And I really wanted to go to an HBCU, but the thing about HBCUs, and I love them, they on black people time.
They are terrible when it comes to financial aid.
Man,
I love
what?
HBCU, but the financial
I applied
aid
to
is
HBCU
worse than
in
GSU.
December. I applied to an HBCU in December of senior year, so that's 2019, right when they said COVID was building up. I applied to like 8 of them, but I knew I had my top 3. But you always want to have some safety nets to fall back on. Tell me why Georgia State hit me back in, and this was this Georgia State hit me back in like May, late April, early May, and tell me why I moved in like the second week of August, the first week of August at Georgia State. A day before I moved in, Southern, goddamn Tuskegee, FAM, NCAT, and Alabama A&M all hit me back within that week talking about, sir, you have been accepted. I'm like, are you shitting me right now?
Yes, that happened to me. Okay, I'm sorry, but that happened to me too. Howard was my top, y'all.
Man.
Like I got into Hampton and I got into Morehouse, but I really wanted to go to Howard, and I was waiting on Howard. But then COVID hit, so I'm like, okay, I'll just now it was either between Howard or GSU for me, because I'm like, either I go to my all that I want to go to or just GSU. F it. GSU hit me back literally within a week. I applied last minute to GSU. The next week I got in.
I think GSU
They accept everybody.
It don't take much to get into this.
It don't take.
They be having a different tour every week.
Yes.
No, every day.
Every day.
Like 50 niggas. It's just like, oh, that's 5 racks semester. Okay. But just putting that.
Yo,
And I can't even get parking. I can't even get parking.
To say this though, real quick, like I'm not like obviously don't quote me on this because I'm not sure 100%. But isn't it also because HBCUs don't have the same resources as these bigger schools?
They're mostly private institutes,
funded.
whereas Georgia State is public institutes.
Yeah.
So like in a way, like I understand it's of course it's still not the best, but also you got to look at the logistics of it
Yes,
as well.
I agree with you to an extent though, because just like what Larry said, it needs to still be at a timely manner.
No, I
Howard,
agree.
I got
I
to
agree.
every single school. Howard's my top one. I got waitlisted for Howard. I was so butthurt, and I was waiting to hear back for a response from them. Right? They took too long, so I just went ahead and I stuck with GSU. As soon as I put my deposit down for housing, like 2 days later, I get an email. You've been accepted into Howard University. I'm like,
They wasn't.
Bro, I'm literally, bro.
Howard out of state.
Yeah.
Bro,
I
no
would've for
bullshit.
that.
I'm literally packing up my drawers to leave my house or whatever. I get an email, Mr. Larry last name, because I'm not gonna say my last name. It's fucking stupid.
Larry is
Larry's
stupid.
last name, huh?
His name is pretty white.
His name is Larry. He's talking about his last name is stupid.
No, his whole name is white.
Fuck, I bet if you put my name on a job application, I get hired before you fuckers.
They hired Jalen.
Palmer Williams?
Larry last name.
That is pretty white. I ain't gonna lie. Palmer get the job before any of them. But
No.
That's
no.
too, like, that's
Palmer
generational
Williams.
wealth. Come on, bro.
We know you ain't getting the job.
That fake ass ain't getting no job.
But anyway, like
I'm just joking.
I was
Let
folding
me
my
go get that
drawers,
job.
and I get the email, dude. You have now been accepted to Southern University, and it gave me some scholarship. And that's another thing; they didn't give me as much scholarship money as Georgia State did, and I was just like, bruh. But now thinking back on it, I could have like, cause I was going to HBCU for the experience and the culture, not really for like the dorm. Cause the dorms aren't bad, but they're not to where like Georgia State stuff was. And it's just like I was going for the experience and the culture and all that, and it's just like.
So if you went back, you still would go to college.
I would definitely
Yeah,
go
just
to college.
HBCU. I would wait that process out. I would wait a little, even though they drug their fucking foot. And I probably could have got out of it, Georgia State. I probably would have just had to take a semester off and go the second semester start at the HBCU or Southern like in January. But I was like, fuck it.
So with that, then I would say I would go back to college, but I think I would have changed my degree earlier to something that I would like that I would have wanted to do. I can still change my degree, but I already changed it to CIS, and I'm kind of in a safe route right now. But if I had this conversation with my parents that I had, I think 2 months ago, honestly, I think they would have been actually cool with me taking the major I actually wanted to take.
What's CIS?
CIS, Computer Information Systems.
Okay, you gotta say that. I'm slow. I didn't finish high school.
And you said that you would go back, right?
No, I would definitely go back. God, college has shaped me into the man I am right now. I was not like this when I graduated.
Big time.
For
bro.
sure.
The
Like-
people that you meet is crazy.
I didn't know what a 3.5
even that,
was
it
until I
just-
got to college.
You just grow up, basically.
I didn't know about Pink Whitney till I got to college. What's the fuck
Man,
is Pink
what?
Whitney?
I don't know what that is.
But nah, but
Man.
like
Love you, Mom.
with like if I went back with the same knowledge, I would dead ass do my first semester over. I mean, I had a lot of fun, but the fact that
we
I
had
had
too
all
much fun.
online
I would
classes.
have had more fun.
No, we had all the freedom in the world. All online classes that you could cheat your way through.
What?
In a dorm with a bunch
Nobody
of freshmen who had never, with a city that's ours because everyone's home because of COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally had the entire.
And then you got people who ain't never had freedom, and that's
Ever.
ain't never had freedom in their life.
I'm talking about let loose like a
I ain't had
Nigga,
freedom.
we was in Central, bro. You know, nigga. Y'all all know.
Translation: Pussy Paradise. Jalen.
Everybody.
Man.
I would say I would definitely go back, but I would do it differently in the fact that, first of all, I would have definitely put more energy into getting scholarships.
Yeah.
Definitely would have done that. Or figure out ways how I could have. Like, I wish that this is a good advice I would give. Go onto your actual school website and look for scholarships through the school more than. I feel like I was looking more so on other websites, looking for other places.
Like third party.
Yeah, look just straight into your school. Definitely that. And also, too, like what Nefe said earlier, I probably would have changed my major to something differently. Like, at first, I was a bio major. That was the worst decision of my life.
That shit count.
That was the worst decision of my
that
life.
shit count.
Yes, that was the worst decision of my life. So I
You didn't
definitely
get a
would have
minor.
changed. No.
I'm not even. Dude, I don't even want to be here. I'm trying to drop out.
No, I'm saying like get a minor.
So how you say you would go back and be? I mentioned that you want to drop out.
No. Because at the same time, I still had that. Like I said before, I want the safety net. But the second what I want to do in life is producing the fruit that I wanted to bear, I'm out this whole.
I understand that.
That's just me though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some people, like you said, like you want to go to film school, right? Okay, I understand that. For me, no. I'm gone, bro. I'm packing up my bags. I'm gone.
It's all just very circumstantial and subjective, the whole conversation of college to me. It's like there's no wrong answer in the whole college situation, but what would you do?
I probably would still go. Only because of the networking that you get in
Big
college.
time.
It'd be trapped at home.
Big time,
Man,
bro.
what? Like, staying at home and, like, people who just be like, oh, you know, I'll just save my money and just go to work. You literally...
You just
trap
your check.
yourself in a bubble.
And a
You don't
common
meet new
mindset, bro.
people.
It's what you grew up with. You don't
meet.
Yeah.
Like, you don't meet, like...
New people.
It's so much
Different
diversity.
perspectives.
Yeah. It's just a whole lot
Even
of
the
shit.
people that dropped out after the first year, at least they got that 1 year under their belt, and they were like, okay, I know how to be on my. Cause I'm not gonna say we was on our feet totally, but I had to learn how. Oh shit! Okay, I ain't got no money because I ain't been working because I spent all my time in school. Now I don't have no laundry detergent, or I got a little bit left. How do I fucking manage this shit? So you do have like some real, time decisions, or you might got 3 of them all lined up and you gotta hit them all. You know what I'm saying?
Or not even that. Not even that. College to me teaches you the best when it comes to communication skills with other people.
You're laughing. Sorry. You a villain ass nigga. Golly, sorry, but
But like college, like I think you were kind of hitting on it, Josh. It does teach you really good communication skills.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Fair, okay,
I'm
but
sorry.
anyway, just
I tried to hold myself.
but also too, just to quickly wrap this up to Palmer.
Hold up,
Because,
before you go.
go ahead.
I had something to say to close out the college stuff before we wrap this up.
How you gonna stop him from closing out to say you
close out?
Hold on. I said, let me say something real quick before you close it out.
I ain't gonna wrap up.
Wrap up.
I will say this. College has a lot of benefits, bro, because at the end of the day, I came into this thing.
Says the nigga that wants to drop out.
Damn, nigga, can I talk?
Go ahead.
Shit.
I ain't gonna cut him off. Oh, it's different now.
I came in here not knowing what I wanted to do, and I'm like you said, I met other people and I had I met other perspectives. This podcast wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for college. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like we wouldn't have met Palmer. We wouldn't have met niggas like Palmer. Niggas like our cameraman met Jerry. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Jay next
he
door.
He in the back. Y'all gonna see him soon.
That's a real nigga, right?
But it's just I say.
You posing, can't nobody see you.
He said,
Like I would say, just at the end of the day, if you are uncertain about college, I say still check it out. You know what I mean? Because it has a lot of benefits besides just the degree part of it. You know what I mean? It's a lot more than that.
it definitely changed me as a person. I would definitely say I'm
yeah.
not the person I was. I mean, of course, you're never gonna be the same person, but I know a lot of that I attribute to college. Like,
Don't
even to
look.
college.
Don't look at that college.
skateboarding or none of that shit.
If it
None
wasn't
of
for
it.
college,
Don't look at that like college bill and see that $5K and just think that it's just your head gonna be in the book the whole semester, because you still get to like get out and learn and find out who you really are type shit. So it's other shit that's in the bills. Definitely.
yes. But also too, just to close out today. So, what do you have going on in the future? Like, what you got with projects coming up, Palmer?
So I just wrapped a project with this model that I'm working with. His name is Morocco, and we just did a short film. That's gonna come out soon, but I'm not dropping. That one's too nice. I don't want to drop that first. I got another project I'm gonna finish, and I'm gonna drop it after. But the project I'm working on is like a mini series. It's gonna be structured like an album, and I'm gonna be posting on Instagram. It's be like 10 shorts. So
When you gonna have me in one?
I know. Have me in one. Shit.
I could be a cool extra nigga like guy number 4. Like that could be me.
Oh God.
I'm gonna get y'all niggas in there. I
I'm supposed
got
to be
you.
on one.
We'll have a last word cameo in there.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
not
it's
talented
gonna be
enough,
nice.
but
It's gonna be
I'll
nice.
support. I'll support.
It ain't that hard to be an extra, nigga.
It's really
Just do this.
Yeah, it's not hard, but I'm gonna get y'all in there. But nah, it's gonna be like intros, outros, and interludes, and each episode is gonna be completely different, like Black Mirror type shit. So me and my friend,
I love Black Mirror.
every episode's gonna be different with the same theme. But me and my friend Taylor, she's my writing partner. We're going crazy with that right now. But I hope to put it out soon, but don't quote me because I like to gatekeep my shit until it looks good. Like if it's not up to my standard, I don't post it.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
And shit, remember, man, I do voiceover work, man. This is Palmer, the Last Word podcast, man. That is Curly J. That is Cartier Frame J with no motherfucking Cartiers.
It's funny.
It's
funny that you say that because I'm the interludes, the outro, and the intro and shit. You get what I'm saying? It's a podcast.
Okay.
It is.
It's a podcast?
Well, it's not a podcast. It's like
we got comp.
I'm a talk show. like it's gonna be like I'm gonna be like Charlamagne the God, and she's gonna be like the other girl,
Angela Yee.
Angela Yee. Yeah.
So can I be DJ Envy?
Shit, why not?
You didn't want to be the Last Word podcast?
I mean, you just as light as him.
Okay.
Damn, what's this?
And with that, man, we are the Last Word podcast, the most fearless podcast in the streets. We are out of here.